We're back with another rant review. It's an awesome rant review for, yes, you see it here, Jake Gyllenhaal, Source Code, 2011 Source Code. Guys, I'm on a Gyllenhaal thing here, right? So let's go. Jake has a lot of good movies. This is one of them. I like Jake in this role. He fits the role. I mean, it's not. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. I mean, they could have got, I got a great story. You want to get a, you could have got someone else. I was thinking more of a maybe a Tom Cruise and something like that. You can't pull a Tom Cruise, of course, but anyway, Source Code goes with Gyllenhaal, which is a great decision. Gyllenhaal is good. We feel for his character, guys. This movie, I avoided it. Yes, I'm going to admit it. I avoided this movie since 2011, and I think I've watched it for the first time in 2021. So yeah, 10 years later, I watched this movie, and I regretted not watching it earlier. That's for sure. Really cool. So you got Gyllenhaal here. He basically what happens here, guys, is there's a terrorist out there who's bombing a train. He bombs a train. And he threatens to bomb more things in Chicago. So what happens is they come up with a source code, which is like a program, a computer program, whatever have you, to alter time. So basically what they do is use the last 8 minutes or so of someone's life on the train or everyone's life, whatever. The last 8 minutes, Gyllenhaal is able to go back to that period in time, kind of like a little period in time, and maybe not change it. He can't change, right? He can't change what happened, but he can change the future by changing the past. In some way, it's cool. See, it's even hard for me to explain, and it's very simple in the movie, the way they put it, kind of. But basically, the consciousness of these people that were killed on the train is transported here to Mr. Gyllenhaal. Gyllenhaal is not Gyllenhaal. He's a passenger on the train. He has to go back. He has to keep going back to find out who the bomber is, so they can stop the second attack. But as he keeps going back and back, you see here, he meets this woman here, Michelle Monaghan, or whatever, and he becomes connected to her, has feelings for her, and wants to save her, and wants to save, he wants to have her, I don't know, a life. And he's actually a soldier who's been killed 2 months prior, earlier in a battle, or what have you. So they hook him up neurologically to these sensors, or what have you, and they put him in the source code. So yeah, you put him in the source code. Oh shit. And man, he goes back and back. And what the cool part about this movie is how he goes back and back and back and tries to find the bomber. And he explodes and explodes and gets killed in the explosion in a couple different ways. It's really interesting. And it's interesting the back and forth between him and the Vera Farmiga's in this and the other dude. And he's asking him questions like, what the fuck's going on? They finally tell him shit about the source code and what his mission is and what really happened to him. And so he's focused now after that, after they tell him a little more, and he comes up with the plan. It's a little frustrating, though, because he fucks up a lot. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, if you could fuck up that much, it's like, then who gives a shit? Like, I don't know, guys. He takes too many mistakes, too many times. He doesn't seem too comparable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. But finally he gets the hang of this shit, like a video game, the Respawn. And he finally, it's like a video game. Yeah, it's like when you respawn and you just play this shit out and nothing changes. You just want to do something. See, now that I'm ranting on it, right? But yeah, it's a good movie. I do recommend you watch it once. That's for damn sure once. And eventually Gyllenhaal finds the bomber, guys. It's some dude that dropped his fucking wallet. He finds him. He finds the van, explosives. They end up taking the guy out thanks to Gyllenhaal, or capturing him before he's able to bomb anything else. Thanks to Gyllenhaal and this source code program. He was able to go back in this little time frame. But when he's back in this time frame, he says, listen, we'll send you back the last time to do it. And he's like, you'll just cut me off or whatever, kill me so I could just live on or whatever. And yeah, that's what he tells her. She's like, sure, I'll do that. So she ends up doing that for him after he proceeds to save everyone on the train. And it basically, I think it kind of branches out to another source code. So this is what happens with the source code. I guess they can be branched out in different connections in time. So he ends up living with Michelle Monaghan here, and living past the 8 minutes of the people on the train, since they survived in another alternate universe, another source code. He is alive, Mr. Gyllenhaal, in the consciousness of another man here with his woman. So it's pretty cool. And he sends this chick an email. He calls his dad and shit. And it's an interesting movie. I wish I would have maybe watched it a few more times, probably, to analyze it a little better. But it is a good movie. It is easy to grasp a little bit. It has some holes here and there, but they should have filled it in my brain a little more, but it's okay. Gyllenhaal does great. I'm into Gyllenhaal, and I'm into the other actress as well. She's wonderful. You know her. And anyways, guys, source code. 2011. Watch it. Everyone recommends it. Thank you guys for watching. Love you all. Peace.